Eric, though.
Eric,
Go to
though.
Eric, though. So go to Eric, though.
You know, I have Eric, though, and Derek staying in my place, and you know, I was kind of expecting them to say, "Oh, we have to be there like for the Gauntlet," and I told them, "Hey, I have to be here at 12 o'clock regardless. If you don't have to be in Gauntlet, I still got to get you up and get you out of my place." And lo and behold, both of them in the 2 pools that have tiebreakers somehow managed, because they're the GOATs, to get first in their pools.
So are they still at your place?
No, they were out.
Oh.
I kicked them out.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Looks like Danila's not going to come back and give us an interview. But this actually might be a perfect time to kind of explain how the Gauntlet stage works, just in case you weren't here yesterday. So yesterday, we did pools, right? We had 4 pools of 4. Someone exited the pool in first, second, third, and fourth. Now today, in stage 2 of Gauntlets, all 4 of our 4th placers. I've been thinking of them as the main characters. This is like their time. They have to go through, first they have to go through someone who got 3rd in the pool, and then if they win that, they have to go through someone who got 2nd in the pool. So I'll use our most recent pool as an example. Danila was 3rd in their pool, and Verm was 4th. So you can see down there in the bottom left, 3rd versus 4th. They are now going to fight someone who is 2nd in their pool, and in this case, it was CRB. So Danila will go on to fight CRB. I'm not sure if that'll be on our stream or the other stream. And the Verminator is, as you can see in the bottom left again, the round 1 loser. He will start loser's side of final bracket, but that's not all you're going to see of the Verminator. He's starting loser's side of the main bracket, but he's still in.
Yeah.
Still got a chance.
Gauntlet is the road to try and get that 2nd winner spot. All of our first place people in the pools from yesterday, they get to relax. I'm sure that Shimp and Derek and Eric, though, they are enjoying a record shop right now. But all of the pools were effectively mixed up, where no one will be facing a repeat opponent from their previous pools. So it's always a 4th, a 3rd, a 2nd, and a 3rd at first, and they're all from individual separate pools. So it was all about luck of the draw, because who knows how groups could have gone. We saw some pretty big shakeups in terms of who won the pool. I mean, we were talking about Eric, though. We were talking about some of the other people. But now we have Danila versus CRB to try and claim that winner spot. And I will say, after you kind of mentioned about some of the heartbreaker sets that Danila had yesterday, it would feel really sweet if Danila can claim that winner side spot.
Yeah, especially being so close. I don't quite know the head-to-head between these two. I know they've played quite a bit. Danila and CRB both being from the beautiful city of Milwaukee. I'm not sure what it is. If I had to guess, I would assume it's CRB favorite.
You know, Pack Smash, I would ask you for your thoughts on the matchup. I'd have to ask you, though, instead, what are your thoughts about still having the same Sonic Heroes song on Small Battlefield?
I literally did not notice until you said that. Do we even know, was it Danila or Verm that put it on? Or was it from, whoever was playing friendlies over here?
Not gonna lie, it might be Danila, but if this is the secret sauce to get Danila that winner side spot, it might be worth at this point. As Danila is taking CRB on a little bit of a ride, it's starting with some really nice APK combos at this point.
Yeah, CRB uncharacteristically has been dropping a lot of down throw bears. And again, I'm not a Palutena main. I don't know if those are true or not, but he keeps going for them. And every time CRB is so good. Every time I see him go for something, I assume it must be true. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what's happening there, but it doesn't matter. Back air is strong. Oh my God!
I think he might have also caught the jump with that footstool, but just enough gas on that Palu up B to get back to the ledge. Danila saying, "I SD'd yesterday. Here's a taste of my medicine, CRB.
This is what I suffered through.
You must see what I've suffered through, because now, yesterday was one day, Gauntlet's another day, and Danila seems to be playing on fire today. As the Palu Classic, though, is going to come in and take that first stock,
just instantly too." Although, but Danila trying to fight back. I don't think we're quite at up tilt back air percent. Maybe.
Not yet, but we'll put CRB in quite a bit of an awkward situation, getting Palu off that stage. 2 ABKs back and forth. Fair as well to link off of that. And now trying to look a little sneaky, a little interesting kind of a way to at least take the stock. But now, Danila back into the fray. He wants to clean out this first CRB stock.
Oh my God. Already up to 55 already, jeez. Oh, oh. What
the auto reticle. What are these options?
Hey, I mean, they're working. Still at 160. F throw still not going to do. Oh, up throw, sorry. Up throw not going to do it yet. F throw might take it now.
Take the damage.
Ah, there we go.
Barely going to go in, and then Danila with the absolute perfect percent to take that stock. And now the question is, where can Danila find that next opening, or will CRB just kind of seal out this next stock without so much of a scratch on him?
Nope, well, he got scratched. He got scratched.
He got scratched. He also got red on the roll in. Not going to be able to carry out any more with that up air, but the extra delay on the up air, though, from Danila. So smart, just throwing out that extra hitbox. And now CRB getting Danila off the ledge, but not wanting to challenge. I know better than to challenge Bayonetta off stage, all things considered.
Very, very smart. Very, very smart.
But now we get the Danila patented combos, trying to get on a little bit more of this damage. Now CRB looking a lot worse for wear than at the start of the stock, as they're both trying to get that second stock off the board. Wow. CRB will be the first one to get it, though.
I didn't think that was going to kill. Wow, I got to study up on my Bayo back throw percentage, or my Palu back throw percentage, I guess. Good bats within to get out of that. Only took a measly 53, and you're stuck on the ledge against CRB.
The damage is piling up, but this structure, this possible run from Danila to get into winner's side of the final bracket might be looking a little bit challenging than it was in this initial set, as now Danila trying to immediately answer back, saying, I don't want this to go to a game 5. I've seen what happens before. I want to clean this out right now.
Played these games before, for sure.
We've played these games before. We played these games so many times before this time.
All those Thursday throwdowns. Although, hold on. 43, nice quick 43. And your bagger sent back to CRB's domain, the ledge.
But this is the fair. This could be setting up a good tech from CRB on that platform. Not going to get tagged by the ABK, and now suddenly the entire table has flip-flopped. It's been completely flipped over on its side. Is now they're looking to get that next, big hit. So clean grab coming out from CRB. Might spell the end for Danila, and the jab.
Jab kills?
I know you mentioned about setting up on the back throw kill percents.
I think I might just need to study up on Palu. I did not know jab killed. What am I doing on this couch, dude? I know nothing. Next you're gonna tell me Palu Nair combos.
Dude, I gotta give the headset to someone else. Someone must knows more about this than I do. Oh my God, your prayers have been answered.
New music, yes, finally. Hey, Twitch chat. I know you guys wanted different music too. Don't act like I'm the only one that did.
I will also say, there's a lot of Kazuya being in this game. A lot of thoughts about Kazuya. Can I just say though, Tekken music is the biggest benefit of Kazuya being in this game.
Benefit. Some might even say the only benefit. Anywho.
Might be, but now both of these players want to get the real benefit out of what this Gauntlet stage can really provide. This is their chance to rectify what happened in pools. You might have had some unfortunate situations, you might have had some SDs, but this is where it really counts. If you want to claim that winner spot, not going to be able to get that full link though from Danila, but these up tilts as well, wow. They've been catching CRB in all of the worst ways.
It's also important to note, Danila, kind of a rough draw. This is where Danila was supposed to be seated here. But Danila's CRB was not supposed to be here. It was supposed to be Eric, though, which Danila, I know, has a favorable set record against. So Danila's really fighting for a lot here, although up almost a full stock in this game, too.
It might not be favorable from how they've been doing a Thursday Throwdown, but when it comes down to Summit, when all the chips are on the table, Danila is starting this game number 2 out quite strong, barely taking any percent, and matching CRB immediately right off the bat.
No me brawler in sight.
No me brawler in sight. Shard is looking on as he will now take on the torch of the me brawler in this scene. This Bayo from Danila is doing so well. And now, wow, it just looks so hard right now for CRB to get in. Danila's a few hitboxes here and there have been catching CRB on any one of his approaches, any one of these teleports, any one of these little short hops in, as now a down tilt kill?
Sure, you know what? Actually, hey, I knew that one could kill, so I'm good. I've redeemed myself. We're chilling.
Look, I gotta wonder if CRB has a bingo board with all of Palu's moves on it, and he's trying to get the strangest bingo of ways that you can get a kill with Palu at this point.
He's like, all right, I got jab, I got down tilt. What am I missing? What am I missing here? Fair. Okay, fair. That's what I'm gonna go for next.
I want to see a forward throw kill. I'm not gonna lie.
Forward throw.
The day I see that is the day that I have to finally admit that Palu might be worth it in this meta.
I mean, we've seen Louis Money doing extraordinary things with the character so far. Speaking of extraordinary things, Series basically brought this all the way back. I mean, Danila 64 on their second stock. Caden, okay, well, why do I bother?
It's a little bit, but as much of the lead that Danila did have at the start of the set, as you alluded to, CRB has been bringing this back. It is a lot closer than what this game might have looked like at the start. Now, Bear as well. One of the first times we've actually seen that to catch Danila. You're usually going to see Bayo come from that horizontal axis as opposed to being from above. And that's going to kill.
It's even. It's all the way up, back up to even.
It's even. It's the first stocks didn't matter at this point. And now trying to find those initial combo starters, not going to have that platform to get that extension or that extra room. And it's only 30%, but compared to what we've seen Danila do, it's not as much as it could be.
Hold.
As I say that,
make you eat your words. 88.
Danila's trying to show what happens when he can't get that fair off on stage, when he has the room to take these combos and stretch them to their absolute limits. But CRB does not want Danila to continue this possible run, to get a game on the board. Now, possible dare reset, not quite going to be paying out for CRB at this case. But now, actually, the TP down. Danila was possibly scouting perfectly in the middle, waiting to ABK if CRB went to either platform.
Oh,
such good coverage.
Danila, can you close out this game?
Yes,
yes, you can. Hey, hey, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, yeah, you totally, man. You got it. You got it.
Look, we've been seeing a few these kill confirms, but Danila's also been hitting a lot of these raw kill moves.
Yeah,
he's been on point with these pairs. They have been hitting so hard.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be interested. Did we go back to small? I didn't even get a chance to look.
Either way, are you going to be happy with the song choice?
I didn't see it. Was it the same one?
I have no idea. I didn't see.
Watch it be Sonic Heroes again.
I'm sure Twitch that. If we go back to Sonic Heroes and Danila comes back, that would be okay. No.
Okay, we're staying on Karma. I'm fine with this. I'm a big fan of Tekken music in this game. Not so much of the mean man himself, but the music's pretty good. All right, Seabeer, what adjustments you got?
Yeah, because especially after that last game, it really did seem be starting in Danila's favor. He had a great start, but CRB was pulling it back, and now suddenly the entire script has been flipped at this point. CRB immediately answering back, starting with this combo game. This game quite strong, as now Danila getting this fair resets, extra combo, extra damage, and now suddenly it's so even. It's so even at this point. Now, all these players, they're looking for that next thing. You're trying to get the other opponent off stage, but we've seen from Danila, off stage is basically his home, where he was nurtured.
Where he was nurtured.
Where he was nurtured.
He was born here.
Bro, if you're a Bayo player and you're not comfortable off stage, then this is the next thing for you to study. But Danila proving that he can even kill CRB when he's on stage at this point, getting a lot more of this damage, and just trying to get CRB in that other awkward situation. Try to fight Palu on the unfair battleground that is off stage.
Oh, jeez.
You took the words right out of my mouth, man.
It's just scaring me. It's scaring me a little bit. I mean, CRB is seated, I believe, if I had to guess, second, right? Seated second.
I have to check.
I believe he was.
I have to check the seating afterward, but I mean, now I'm just kind of wondering, what haven't we seen yet? What more do these players have in the tank, even at the Gauntlet phase?
Yeah, I mean, what's weird is this is technically CRB's first set of the day, and it's Danila, which is insane, right? I mean, I don't even know how many of these players have played in a Summit-style event. CRB, I'll tell you what, CRB has. CRB won Wisconsin Summit 2, but I don't know, man. Down throw back here, gonna take it, and Danila's up a whole stock again.
Dude, we can talk so much about there's the fact that players who are in loser's side, they've been playing, they've been grinding it out. Yeah, it was only one set that started this Gauntlet, but I mean, Danila has been in this competitive situation already today, and it looks like he is still riding that fire, still riding that win over the Verminator to try and take this win over one of the favorites in this tournament.
Yeah, although I will say CRB doing 80 untouched since I mentioned the percent. It's another even game.
A little uneven, pretty even game. That explosive flame could have spelled the end for Danila at over 120% at the top of the blast zone.
Yep.
And now CRB, you could say he's playing so safe, but that F tilt on that platform, little ill-advised, and Danila perfectly happy to take a clean 50%. An even trade, Danila might say.
I feel like Danila's got to maybe get him up to 80 before dying, before it's considered a lead, but nope, not quite. Still up 60, still a good amount, but I mean, Palu can dish out 60 with her eyes closed.
But as you were saying, that 80% that Danila was looking for, that was one ABK, and he was glad to take that. As now trying to get that possible reset. The bear actually didn't meet CRB in the air, and now suddenly This is looking a little worse for wear for CRB.
Good angling of the shield from Danila. Angled it slightly up so that the Palutena wouldn't hit it. I don't know if that was intentional. It was. It had to be intentional. Great job from Danila doing that. All right. Now, I'm just kidding. Yeah, back to the ledge. See ya.
Piling a little bit more of this damage, but now Danila knows what CRB is looking for, and the roll read in on the platform.
Good back air read. Good back air read from Danila. And now, hey, Danila's one game away from winner's side. And CRB starting in losers? I mean, I don't even want to picture that.
Dude.
Imagine coming to Summit, and you're like, yeah, like, great job making the final bracket. Like, your round one is actually CRB, the #1 player in Wisconsin right now. No, wait. No. CRB's #2.
CRB's #2, yeah.
Galleon's #1 right now. My bad.
Yeah, we might be seeing Galleon a little bit later, but
correct.
But now, like, CRB, he doesn't want to, go like this. He knows that if he wants to, be winning this Summit, he wants to do it in as few games as possible. And that starts with not starting in losers at this point. Danilo, though, wants that winner side spot. He seems hungry for it.
Very, very, very hungry. And I mean, CRB not quite enjoying the 0 to death like characters so far this tournament. I know he lost to Galaxies. That's the reason he's in this spot right now. The prime example of our 0 to death characters. Bayo kind of close, not quite a 0 to death character. Can do it, but CRB won't let it happen.
I will say, though, this movement from CRB, though, for this game #4 is looking quite clean. A lot of the spacing, he's able to get a lot more of, these safe aerials, like the bears, onto Danila's shield without worrying all that much. And wow. Good SDI as well. Not going to get hit back in the blender, get hit back on the stage from that ABK. And now, CRB feels like he's being a lot more patient. He's waiting a lot more for Danila to swing. And these shields from CRB have just been really helping in that case. Not really getting tagged by a lot of these switch twists out of shield.
I'm almost forgetting to commentate. I'm just watching it so it's stressing me out.
Dude, it's transfixing. Both of these characters, they have such interesting and unique combo games in terms of Bayo so large, and then Palu has reliable. We've seen it ever since the start of the game, ever since the first Genesis for Ultimate.
Oh, Siri maybe floating a little bit, maybe a little bit of the nerves, This first stock's gonna be huge.
Bat within. Look, I don't care what any Bayo main says. Bat within is a crime. I know they say they'd rather not have it, but it has saved Danila at so many points in these sets, in this game.
Up tilt, up air, almost killing.
Yeah, good DI though from CRB. Not gonna get at least clipped with that back air. Only getting hit with that up air, but forward throw, that's definitely gonna be taking the stock. We know those percents. We know that kills.
That one we know. And I mean, 2 minutes in, the first stock was just taken. These players are playing careful.
That shit was looking like an M&M, but Danila was still able to angle it just enough to get that witch twist, to get all of this damage, all of this combo game started. Now, all right, well, CRB will take that, but now the question is, when you're going for this more nickel and dime game against a character with such a good disadvantage state as Bayonetta, you gotta find those little hits. And CRB, now this could be the start. A little bit of reset with the turnaround.
That's within. Hey, we were talking about before. Oh, not gonna do it this time.
Yeah, but Danila not ready to actually capitalize off of it. Instead, resolving for the more defensive action afterward. And now, looking for something. Witch twist. Not quite gonna get.
Okay. All right, we're good.
That might have been a witch strike.
Get down from there.
I don't think I've seen Danila hit a witch strike yet, but if we see a witch strike to beat CRB to make winner side of Gauntlet, I might have freaked out.
Danila, I believe, almost at that F throw percent for killing CRB. Oh, well, F throw from CRB instead. My bad.
Bro, didn't
quite get it on the bingo. Didn't quite get it on the bingo.
Does CRB hear me or something? He must actually have that bingo card, as now he will finally take that lead. First time since game #1, it feels like. And now, can he get this initial hit? Good spacing, though, to get away from that witch twist from Danila. A few fairs, a little bit extra damage, but not enough to get this kill.
Oh, the forward throw's coming. You know Danila wants that forward throw. Oh, or jab. I didn't even think about jab.
It's those jabs, and yeah, CRB is close by the sledge. He has not been able to get in. Danila's been holding center stage so well, so effectively at this point. And we see the up tilts. We see those grounded options. The dash attack even. Danila is looking for all the kill options that he has. All of the raw hits. They just are not seem to be hitting CRB at this point.
Fair. Or F throw still not going to kill. Good air dodge through the bullets. That one's what's going to kill. That one's going to kill.
No, it's not.
What? Okay.
We don't know a percent.
How? Oh, it's still. That's why.
Oh, the parry off of the Nair. going to catch on to Danila in the up air as well to clip below Danila on that ledge.
206 for CRB. Landing with that nair. I mean, now this is going to be really tough. Danila has to secure this kill with no confirms, which, granted, they've been doing really, really good this set so far.
Yeah, but you see him, like, looking for that reset off of that ABK on the tech. That's the way you're going to be getting these kills if you're not looking for things like the ABK, because it'll send too far.
Yeah, CRB almost looking like he's going to take this stock first. Oh my god, from how dominant that started for Danila, CRB brought it all the way back. Didn't even lose his stock.
Dude,
after the first one.
I think Danila's having flashbacks to yesterday. Another game 5. Has Danila played, like, the most games in a summit prior to final bracket at this point? Like,
yes, especially because our last 2 summits are not of a gauntlet stage. It's got to be Danila. I mean, what? 3 game 5s in pools. That's 15 there. 18 with the Verminator. Now we're going up to 23.
Dude.
Oh. What is this from?
I forget which one this is from. I think this is Kirby, if I remember. I gotta look at the song afterward. But
yeah, this is good. I think this is Kirby.
Dude, there's so much music in this game that I still have, like, no idea about.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of these, like, a lot of people never realize that you can, like, buy from the store in the game. I always like to check it in between.
I believe this is Kirby. I believe this is Kirby.
No, wait, I think this is
Fatal Blooms in Midnight?
Maybe. I forget which one.
Triple Deluxe? Maybe not. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I don't see any Kirby characters in this game. Sophist is not here. Instead, we got CRB Danila, game 5 between the two of these, and going for that winner side spot, cleaning out the first gauntlet of the day.
All on small battlefield too, by the way, I'd like to point out.
Sometimes, like, when you have, like, kind of jack of all trades characters like Bayonetta, like Palutena, you want to be able to just, like, have that really comfortable stage. And I will say also, this is kind of the online stage player's dream.
Yeah.
And the good DI, though, coming out from CRB, instead wanting to go back to the ledge. He does not want to be caught at that blast zone with that Bayonetta fair. Now, all these players, they are playing so close. They're playing under this right platform. They want to get each other off stage.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the left side of the stage yet. Oh, there we are. Ah, we're here.
I didn't know.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, yeah.
So it is
back home.
Dude, the left side is so nice. It's got a pond and everything. And now,
oh my god, it does. Is that a pond?
I don't know.
Water? Why is there a blue circle there?
I don't know, but
anyway,
these players, they're gonna take that though. They're not appreciating the seeing the scenery. They want to see their opponents dead at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are they doing? They're not even caring about the scenery at all. Good back air from CRB there to disrupt that combo.
The SDI down, and also the perfect time for Danila. He could have gone right into that explosive flame from CRB and started what could have been like free 40%. The witch time not quite gonna pan out for Danila just yet, and now Danila wants to get that one confirmed. Witch twist there.
Not quite.
Not as strong as we've seen from these bears that Danila has been so good at hitting in the past this set. Is now we're looking for the next combo, but so many of these empty hops coming out from CRB.
That's the first explosive flame hit of the set, by the way.
That was also the highest auto reticle I have ever seen. But Danila happy saying, you might not be able to kill me with that, but I know a move that can kill. I got Bayonetta's bears in spades.
I mean, now we're looking at almost a deficit reminiscent of how CRB's deficit was in Game 4. And look, just like Game 4, someone else bringing it all the way back.
It was the SDI down and...
What? What?
Oh, no.
What happened?
I'm not exactly sure, but, we heard about, you mentioned about Danila's SDs in previous games. Will that haunt him for his winner side spot in the final bracket?
It was a side B to the right, but I think maybe could have lived that, maybe not.
Yeah, he has another witch twist. He always has another one in the bank.
Okay, we're still good. Despite the SD, we are still good. Last stock, Game 5. Down throw bear. Just kidding. What do I know? Bats Within going to stop that.
Another jump back as well, like the nair from CRB. A lot of these nairs so far, they have not been linking just yet. Danila's been slicking around like a snake, not wanting to get hit, wanting to get those linkages with that fair. That was a witch strike potentially in the making. That could have spelled the end for CRB stock, even at this low percent, as now they're looking for those first hits.
Danila, this is your winner's side stock. Ah! Okay. Barely dodges the down throw bears.
The tomahawk going in with the grab, and Danila back off stage again. He's been so aggressive off this ledge in these last few stocks, but that up air is going to catch that extra aggression, and CRB, he might not have been the first place in his pool, but he is going to claim that winner's side spot in the final bracket again.
Good stuff from CRB. Very, very good showing from Danila, although it's got to sting. Another Game 5 SD. Granted, that one wasn't at 0. That one was at 0. It was at 70%, but that stock still has so much more life on it. So unfortunate to see. But good stuff to CRB. 3-2. He was down 2-1. Won Game 4 and Game 5. Brought it all the way back. We're good. We're good.
Look, hindsight is 2020. Like, you know, who knows what could have happened after that
Yeah.
SD. All I know is that Danila put up one heck of a fight, and he was also immediately able to answer back and get that stock on CRB and bring it to that last stock situation, even with that.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot about what to expect from Danila for the rest of this bracket.
Yeah, and that is that Gauntlet Stage A, that was all seeded appropriately. Verm was supposed to lose to Danila. Danila was supposed to lose to CRB. Danila almost made it, but unfortunately no. Still seeded as projected, despite the many Game 5s. Danila will start in losers bracket. Is what it is.
You talk a lot about the seeding. You're like that guy that says, like, you know, I don't care if it was a close 3-2 or a close 3-0. Because these are close games.
They are.
Like,
they are.
It went according to the seeding, but so many of these games, especially, like, you know, the Gauntlet and that game, honestly, between Danila and CRB, that game number 5, a lot of this can be considered to be a coin flip at some points. It's just who makes, like, you know, the right decision in all these little tiny moments as the game goes on.
Yeah. I'm going to check right now and see if we know anything about Gauntlet Stage B.
Yes, because I believe we still do have, like, you know, this is the mainstream Magic 4 FGC. We do also have the Wisconsin Smash side stream that has been going on, which also has the separate Gauntlet. And actually, taking a look for updated
Oh, you've got it? You've got it? All right.
For taking a look, initially, Fuyo took it over Ethan 3-2, and then Skyward Hero took it over Fuyo 3-0. So, not fully seeded, but, you know, like, Fuyo will be taking that over Ethan.
Yeah, yeah.
And
wow. Pichu, Steve?
that is honestly surprising.
That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good for Fuyo. Yeah, I mean, still starting in losers, which is unfortunate, but maybe a better spot in losers? I don't know. It'll have to depend.
Yeah, I think it's like it might position Fuyo to go against, like, you know, like instead like a 4 seed as a result of the Gauntlet. And
that's true.
If a lot of the Gauntlets also tend to go how the seeding was laid out, then who knows?
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
And
really.
going up against a 4th seed would be pretty good for Fuyo, because again, Fuyo, all the 4th seeds are usually our Vodens, which again, no shade to our Vodens, but right, not the people who won the qualifiers, right? I think it's Quag, Verm, all respectable players in their own right, but a little bit easier than, like, let's say you got to fight Eric though, you got to fight Derek, you got to fight Danila, right? So I guess we'll see.
But the other thing that's, like, you know, the other corollary to that, especially the result of that Gauntlet B, is now suddenly for those 3rd-seeded players as a result of the Gauntlet, they might have to face against Ethan. And from playing against Ethan sometimes online and how afraid I can be against him.
I'm good. I fought him at Thursday Throwdown Qualifier. Game 3 last hit. Don't do that to my heart ever again. No, not fun. Not fun.
Ever since Fensho's departure, like, there has been a Steve-filled hole in Wisconsin's heart, and Ethan has been filling that, and he's been scary. I mean, he got HM in this most recent PR, and I mean, he's been showing up to a lot more events. And granted, his final sets, his tiebreaks yesterday were kind of heartbreakers. But speaking of heartbreakers,
turn on the center mic.
Hello.
How's it going, folks? Oh, it's so comfy on this couch.
That was terrifying.
Yeah,
that was hard. That was terrifying to watch.
That was tricky.
Reversal City, baby. Reversal City. That's all That's all Bayo does.
You hit that explosive flame, Game 5, and I was like, "That's the only one you've hit all set. He's winning it. He's winning it. It's over."
I mean, it's tricky there for Bayo because it's the percent range where, like, I might go for a bear, and so he's trying to, like, look at me moving at him, and then I didn't move. And then the explosive flame appears like an apparition.
And then auto reticle all the way up there, too. I've never seen it go that high before.
Yeah. That was, like, the highest one ever that I've seen.
Are you scared?
Was I spooked? I mean, a little bit. I played Danila so many freaking times.
Yeah, what do you know the second off the top of my head? We unfortunately didn't get to see it before the set started.
Or I guess how do the sets typically tend to go? Is it usually game 5 nail biters?
Usually they're pretty close. I mean, either they're game 5 nail biters or okay. When I lose, it's like game 5 nail biter or I get like 3-1 and all the games are kind of like gross and we destroy each other. When I win, they're either game 5 nail biters or they're like 3-0s not close. So there's kind of All right,
so a little bit of both then.
Yeah. We usually don't have like, oh, it was kind of close sets, but like occasionally we'll get one. I don't know. They're usually pretty close.
So you're happy that you're even despite the Galaxy's loss yesterday. You're still in winner's side. You're chilling. You're good.
I'm all right.
You're all right.
Brackets.
You're just all
I'm
right.
on the other side of bracket. Well, I think I'm on the opposite side of bracket as Avery, and that's all I really care about.
So
I was going to say that's the most important thing
that
to
is
care
the
about.
most important thing.
Avoiding Candle.
Avoiding
Candle.
So you'd rather meet Candle when it comes to eventually winners finals. You want to make it as far as you can.
I would
before you
like
face
to,
them.
yeah. I mean, it's not like winners is easy though. John is a powerful foe. Tassaboo is a spooky individual. So,
Who do you want to play the most?
I want to play Avery the most, but I just need to get there.
You want it farther in bracket.
Yeah, I don't want it to be right away because then I'm in
fair.
losers right away.
Is there anyone that you don't want to play? Some scary verm.
No, not really. I mean, I'd be fine with playing anyone. I prefer not to play Ethan just because I've played him so many times.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
That's fair.
other than that, and also occasionally Steve just gets my ass. And that'd be annoying. But
those darn Steves.
I mean,
and
I prefer
Kazuya's.
in like any normal bracket, I'd prefer to avoid Kazuya. They are like my least favorite character in the game, but I mean, there's just a lot of them, so unavoidable.
I mean, I'm thinking
1/8 of our roster today is Kazuya's.
Yeah, that'll happen.
1/8 of our roster today is also Incineroar.
Also true. You know what? You got me there. Also true.
Yeah. I'm just thinking as well, back to that, to Smash Summit 2, and I forget if the winners finals was like this, but I think it was a game 10 grands, at least between you and Galleon, and how stressful that was. I mean, I was stressed watching it. I can only imagine what it was like, playing in that. So.
Was Grand Set 2 game 5?
Oh wait, no, I
think it was Grand Set 2 was a 3-1.
I forget the
You're
exact.
Dead Center, I think. Dead Center.
Maybe.
Dead Center was game 5 in set 1, and then in set 2, I think I might have gotten 3-0.
Oh, okay, well, never mind.
Might have been brutal.
Oh.
I don't really know.
I'll just strike that one from here.
It's okay. It's Kazuya. I don't care. That'll happen.
Other question though is who's a player you want to see go on a run? At least in this bracket. You talked a bit about the players that you're scared of. Candle. You talked about Galleon. What's maybe a player you think's underrated that you want to see go on a run?
I don't think Grayson's underrated, but I want Grayson to make it as far as he possibly can.
Anyone else?
No, just Grayson.
Anyone else
great.
from Whitewater? There's
Just
I think
Grayson.
one more from Whitewater that you'd probably want to see.
No, I think just Grayson. Actually.
Well, actually, what about starts with a Q?
What are you talking about? Q. Corminator? That doesn't make sense. That's not how you spell that.
The Corminator?
I don't. The Squirminator?
The Squirminator?
You might be thinking of the Squirminator.
No, I'm definitely not thinking of Scornator.
Low key though, that would be a great tag change.
The Squirminator.
The
Boy, do I have
Squirminator.
news about a tag change for you. So are we? Do we get to? I hear things moving.